Thanks for joining us again, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I just parked the van up just down there, just gonna head off into the woods. I'm gonna find a nice place to stop and cook. Today I'm gonna get the Kelly Kettle out and we're gonna cook some chili on it. So let's head up this way and see if we can find a nice spot. This looks like a nice place to stop and cook. I'm kind of on the edge of the woodland. You can see behind me there. So yeah, got a little bit of a view across the valley. Got the sun coming through just about. Last bit of winter sun. So yeah, it's a lovely day for it. So yeah, let's get started with this chili then. So like I said, today we're going to be cooking a chili on the Kelly Kettle. Before I run through ingredients, I'm just going to get some water on the go. So I'm going to get the Kelly Kettle lit now, and then we'll have a run through and see what we're using today. Right, so I've got the Kelly Kettle lit. Unfortunately the sun's gone in, which is a bit of a shame. But it is trying to break through again, so fingers crossed. So just boiling up some water. I don't need water for this recipe, but I'm doing it because one, it gets the fire going nice, gives a good bed of embers to cook on, and also I can put the water back into my insulated bottle. And then when I get back to the van, I've got some warm water to wash up with, or to make a cup of tea or coffee or whatever. So yeah, quite a handy little tip. So anyway, let's have a run through these ingredients and see what we've got to work with. Right, so it's a pretty simple campfire recipe. Not a lot of ingredients. I've got a tin of mixed taco beans. They're in a tomato sauce, so that's quite handy. I've got sliced jalapenos to go on top. Tin of tomatoes. One pepper. One chili. An onion. Now, you could either add minced beef or ground beef to this. I'm going to be using soya mince. I like this for camping because it doesn't need refrigerating. It's dried, keeps a really long time, and yeah, it's really easy to work with. Okay, and spices. Let's have a run through the spices then. Right, so for the spices, we're going to be adding some garlic granules, some oregano, smoked paprika, some cumin, a little pinch of ground cinnamon, and to thicken it, just going to add a little bit of flour. You could, if you wanted, just use one of these packets of chili con carne mix or something like that, but I like to use individual spices whenever I can. Right, just while we wait for the fire to get to cooking stage, going to prep up some of these ingredients. Just basically just dice everything. Cool, so everything's ready to go. Time to get cooking, I think. Right, I'm going to start off by softening some of these onions. Normally I'd use a little drop of oil to do that, but I forgot to pack it, so I'm just going to basically steam them using a little bit of that water I boiled up earlier. Okay, we'll just leave them for a bit, just wait until they soften up and then we can start adding the other ingredients. They seem to be coming along all right. I think I'll give those another couple of minutes or so and then I'll add the chili pepper and the bell pepper. Okay, time to add these peppers in. I'm just going to touch more water as well, just because that's evaporating off. Right, so while they cook down a little bit, I'm going to prep the spice mix. Right, so I'm just going to prep all of these up in the mug, and then I can just add them all whenever I'm ready then. 1 little spoon of garlic. Oregano. Go for 2 paprika. 2 cumin. And just a tiny little pinch of cinnamon. Oh, I'm just going to add probably just a couple of spoonfuls of flour. A little bit more. That should be enough to thicken it off, hopefully. But if not, we can always add some more flour later on. Right, so that's ready to go. I think we can add some other ingredients to the pan now. Right, those veggies have softened up nicely. We go in with the beans. Just give those a little bit of a stir. And I'm going to add some tomatoes in there as well. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, time to add the spices now as well. We give that all a good mix and then just leave it to simmer for a bit. Seems to be cooking through nicely. Smelling really good. Okay, my pan was a little bit full, so what I've done is I've just used the tin and just filled up the tin with some of that mixture just to give me enough room to add some soy mince in there. Also means I've got a second portion for later on. Right, this is really easy to do. Don't need to pre-soak this or anything. Just add it to a saucy type thing like this, so you could use it in either in a chilli or bolognese. And stir it in. It will soak up some of those juices, help thicken it. It adds kind of like, you know, just an extra texture to it and adds a bit of protein. Doesn't take a lot of cooking, it just needs to kind of rehydrate really, so I'll just give that a few minutes just to soak through. And then I think that's pretty much ready to eat then. Right, that's had its cooking time now. That's thickened up nicely. I think, right, time to tuck in. You can have this with whatever you want really. I suppose your normal thing would be rice, but it's my favourite, tortilla chips. It's really good. Yeah, perfect on a cold day like this. So, anyway, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And hopefully see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later.